Hey guys, how you doing today? I am like kicking out some videos and repotting today. I am repotting, I think I repotted 3 or maybe 4 of my begonias today because they are going crazy since summertime. This is my begonia Don Miller and it is gorgeous. But you can see she's got some yellowing leaves. I want to pinch those off. That's the first thing I want to do. Give the plant some more room, some more air. You can see okay, this one's going over. I'm going to cut her. I'm going to pinch her out of there. And this one's yellowing. I'm going to pinch that off. That one's yellowing. I might see some more as I go, but that should give her a little bit more airflow. But the problem I'm having, like I'm having with some of my other begonias, is I cannot keep up with watering with this plant, so I am going to put her down into a bigger pot and let her go, hopefully for a year or so. But I'm going to be putting her over into this here pot. It's a nursery pot. Let's see if I got my soil level correctly. I just watered her, and I got her in also in July. Begonia Don Miller. But I'm gonna loosen up her soil a little bit with my knife. I watered her, so she should slip out of here really nicely. And I like watering before I repot because it lets them slip out of the pot a little bit nicer, in my opinion. And it also, when their roots are plump and full of water, it's a lot less stressful on them. So I am just going to see how easy she comes out of this pot, and oh boy, yeah, she really needed to be repotted. That's a little high, so I'm going to have to take some of my soil out. Just going to stick it right there for now. That should be a little bit better. Nope. Still need to take some more out. But this will give her plenty. This will give her about 3 more inches deep and about almost an inch on the sides. Okay, that soil level looks good. So all I want to do is I'm just going to knock off some of the soil from around the top, and then I'm just going to break her up just a little bit, not much. Set her down on her new pot, which is a nursery pot, but that's okay. I'm running out of pots, so I thank God I have tons and tons of nursery pots from buying inside and outside plants. This also has the soil is very light and airy, This is a cane begonia, so they do like to stay on the moisture side, unlike a Rex begonia, which I cannot grow and I do not have, likes to stay dry, and I have just never had any luck with that type of begonia. I do much better with the canes, and I prefer the canes over the Rex. I think they're gorgeous. The only problem with getting cane begonias is they're huge. They get huge. And they grow huge quickly. So that is just pushing her down lightly, pushing the soil down around her. I need more. I was actually thinking about taking a cutting off of this plant because I'll show you here in a minute when I get done. I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is a very light, airy soil, and she has worm castings in it. But I'm telling you, if you get on a cane begonia if you start buying cane begonias like crazy, I'm warning you right now, you better have the space, you better have floor space, unless you're planning on keeping them cut back all the time, because these things, they get wide, they get bushy, and they get very tall, and eventually, and they grow quick. I mean, in my opinion, they grow quickly. But while I was thinking about cutting her, I think I got enough soil in there. And I just watered her, so I'm not going to water her again right now. I'll wait, and oh, I want to get her tag in here so I don't forget that. If you can see this, you can see how many canes she has. And they're so close together. What I'm worried about is airflow through the plant. That's one cane. That is another cane. So what you can do is either cut some off, like cut a middle cane so it gets more airflow up through there, or you can trim the leaves. I'm trying to see. I moved her around just a little bit, and I think that might be some better airflow for her. I was thinking about maybe staking her up, but I don't think I'm going to stake her up. And I pulled out some of those stems, so she does have better airflow now around the plant, which might have been some of the reason why her leaves, oh my god, were yellowing. Or it could have been, probably more than likely, the fact that she was sucking up so much water in that little pot. She was good for a while in it. As you've seen, her roots were absolutely going crazy. in there. She definitely needed to be in a bigger pot. So she's got about a ½ inch more on each side around the pot, and then she had about 3 more inches to grow down for her roots. So this pot should work very nicely for her, hopefully for at least a year. But the cane begonias, they like to stay more on the moist side. They're more of a tropical begonia. They do kind of go a little bit deciduous usually in the wintertime. And that could be another reason why my leaves are yellowing and falling off too. I've been growing cane begonias for about 3 or 4 years, and religiously for 3 or 4 years. And it happens to me every winter. The leaves fall off, usually around the bottom, and you may lose a few around. I wouldn't worry too much about it. It's going to get kind of stark at the bottom. This one doesn't seem to be doing it a lot. So I don't know exactly what she's going to end up doing. But, God, this begonia is so, so pretty. I just love it. And the back of the leaves just have that red veining in them. Very pretty, and the stems are red too. If you can see the red stems. See, that's what I'm talking about, airflow. But I feel a little bit more comfortable since I pulled some of the canes apart. But like, I could go in and cut this one, and I still might later. That would give her a little more airflow down there. I could cut this one. I could leave that one and cut this one. That would give her some really good airflow. And then I could stick that in water or soil and root it out, and then stick it back in the pot, like over here to the side somewhere. So you want these in the house for the winter. You want them in really bright light, like a south window or under a strong grow light. They do like moist soil. So I'm putting all of my begonias that I had in terracotta. I mean, this one wasn't in terracotta. It was in plastic to begin with, but I'm trying to get all of them moved over to plastic because terracotta is drying out way too quickly. You know, I have fans running, they're getting strong light, so they're drying out very quickly. And I don't want to have to be, I have a lot of plants, and I don't want to have to keep watering the same plants over and over again. So I'm trying to make it easier on myself, and most of all trying to make my plant a little bit happier. So bright light, keep the soil moist, and humidity. I keep my humidity in my house around 60%. But everything I was reading say that the begonias will handle about 50% humidity, so you know, it doesn't have to be anything super crazy. My baby just come in. I know some of you really love to see her. Oh, and the plant is still on the way. And she's laying her head in dirt. But, yeah, beautiful Don Miller cane begonia. Like I said, if you guys start getting crazy buying cane begonias, just be aware of the fact that they get very tall and they get bushy, and they will end up being floor plants unless you keep them cut down and keep them at a minimum. But then I don't know what you're going to do with all your cuttings unless you have a lot of plant friends, or you're planning on selling plant cuttings or what have you. I mean, because it's going to be, you guys that have watched my other videos, my Begonia Lucerna, my Begonia Sophia, my Begonia Rufa, something. Romula, I don't know what the name of it's called. My Crackling Rosie. They're all really, I've had them for like 3 years, and they're all getting very, very tall and very bushy. So they're all floor plants now at 3 years old. So just be aware of that. Alright guys, I am going to let you go. I am going to find a new spot for her. And hope for the best. So you guys take it easy. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Peace.